Kyle Mohan Racing, KMR. We're at the shop. We're going to do a technical talk. You know that tech talk, not a TikTok. And we're going to answer a popular question that I've been asked quite a few times. And yeah, I've avoided it, but I think it's time we actually talked about it. We're going to answer the question of why so many wastegates? Do I even know what I'm doing? Is it plumbed right? I've heard so many different things, but we're doing a tech talk on my wastegate setup in the Formula Drift RX8 and a little bit of what's going on and what we've learned over the years. So, welcome to the KMR channel. This will also get uploaded for your viewing pleasure, not only on Facebook Live, but we'll also get it up on YouTube, along with a lot of our other video content. So, this is our 1,000 horsepower, 20B 3-rotor, KMR Mazda Tricks Renewable Lubricants Mazda RX8. This is our competition car for this year, and this is the wastegate setup we've been running for the past 3 years in Formula Drift competition. Yes, there's 3 wastegates, and it is pretty wild. I'll also do a tech talk on the MX-5, which has 4 wastegates, but more on that later. So as you can see, 3-rotor setup with nitrous, same motor as last year, was a reliable setup, precision turbo, precision gates with a Turbonetics gate up top. Basic manifold setup, traditional twin wastegate setup. Because it's a 3-rotor, this particular setup, these pair of gates, are actually ran into the manifold at the plenum point. If it was a 2-rotor, I think I probably would have split the gates off the 2 runners, but with 3 rotors and 4 rotors, a lot of the times we'll go with either single gate setups, which this one is set up for, or twin gate setups, but because you have 3 runners and 1 or 2 gates, you've got to get up to the plenum. Now, common mistakes people make is improper angle. You're always going to want to have the wastegates either perpendicular or even ramping the air into the gates. You don't want the wastegates avoiding that exhaust air. They need to have smooth, consistent, non-restrictive airflow to them so they can respond quickly and actually regulate turbo boost. So wastegates are very important. So I would say this is a fairly mid-range manifold. It's a one we had up in Mazda Tricks. It's thick wall, stainless. It could be nicer, but I've seen these work pretty good. And it's similar to what's on the car, so I figured it'd be a good talking point. Basically, these 2 gates go down into one primary hole that's in the plenum. The reason we ended up going with 2 gates is we wanted to make sure we had more than enough regulation to run the boost and have the response we need to control our motor's boost level and pressure levels. Now, if you're noticing, hey, there's a 3rd wastegate on there and it doesn't even look like it's plumbed right. What's going on? That's the common question. Sometimes we got to be creative, and some of the things we do with our Formula Drift cars revolve around the rules in the series or necessities that we have based on our engine bay layouts. And one of the issues we had with the Mazda RX8 chassis was getting a large enough exhaust underneath the car. We're not allowed to just run the actual exhaust right out of the bodywork, out of the hood, out of the car, the way some other series are. Our exhaust, by definition, has to be exiting aft of the rear axle of the car. And so we set up this 3rd wastegate. Actually, some of the plumbing might not be on it, but it is seeing boost signal, and there is a boost spring in here. So below a specific boost range, this wastegate is staying closed, giving us the ability to have a regulated or tuned exhaust system. Because we can control this wastegate, kind of like a dump valve, via the computer system and boost system, we're able to then adjust the exhaust flow or back pressure, if you think about it, to optimize this car's performance and power. With the Formula Drift rules, because we had to get the exhaust aft of the rear axle, because you can't just have open exhaust in the front end or anywhere besides that back axle part, this was our way to get the necessary exhaust flow we needed with our engine chassis layout, car combination, and be within the rules. It's pretty cool. It looks fantastic as at night when you get 3 different fireballs out of the hood, and our ability to tune the exhaust has actually become pretty beneficial with our working with Nelson Savario and Haltech ECUs. We've found great adjustability. So there you have it. 1,000 horsepower, 10,000 RPM, turbocharged 3-rotor that runs a little over 30 pounds of boost, regulated by twin gates, exhaust regulated by a single gate, twin shot nitrous express with a direct port, Haltech ECU tuned by Nelson, and the motors built by KMR. All these fantastic parts that you see come from Mazda Tricks. Make sure to follow Kyle Mohan Racing. Ask those questions. We're always trying to give people advice on what we have learned through our racing and engine building work, and we just try to pass it along. Make sure you're following Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, so you see all of the fresh content as we get ready to get out there in this Formula Drift season. There it is. Friday afternoon, Rotary Workshop, Facebook. You can find it on YouTube as well. Enjoy.